Manny Cinder. Big up Manny Cinder. Is it on?
Comes on over anyway. That's the whole point. This is the background.
Yeah. Is it on? Yeah. Right. So obviously you know me, Raj Speakers Corner. Subscribe. We've got Manny Cinder. Do you want to introduce yourself, Vinny?
Vinny Sullivan from the Reality Report.
Yeah, and we've got another.
This is Glenn.
I was going to say another white man, but can we identify him as white?
Those stickers on the phone.
We don't want too many white people in the same shop. So the thing is, like, you know, obviously we've got to know each other through like, you know, Tommy Robinson. Big up Tommy Robinson, 3 of his on. And so we've met each other, and big up Alex as well. Sangmore. He's not here today.
Sangmore, forever our brother.
When you see him on camera, you'll know who he is. Yeah. And so the thing is, like, I've been discussing with Manny and other people about the kind of why there's a lot of resentment from what I call the white indigenous population. And I believe it's to do with kind of like, you know, people not being able to be proud of, you know, the history. Even if it's got bad or good, it doesn't matter. You should still be able to kind of like look at your history and talk about it without being racist.
Nice to hear you say that.
Yeah, obviously I'm going to be called a coon and an Uncle Tom. Big deal, who cares? And the thing is that, you know, one of the things is that, you know, I've said before, I think that we should reclaim the English flag. Like through football, I think that's a good way, but here around, we should just hang it out the house all the time. I'm not a flag waver, so I don't see the point. But I do think that more white people, other people like yourself or anybody else that wants to do it.
I agree that, I mean, I'm not a flag waver.
Yeah.
But you agree that it's within my right to do so.
What flag? What are you talking about?
We're talking about English flag.
English or Union Jack?
The Union Jack doesn't have the same.
So the Union Jack, now I've got a lot of love for the Union Jack, but it doesn't represent who I am. I like Northern Ireland, I like Scotland, I like Wales, but unfortunately, it's not me. So I've got a lot of time for the Union Jack, but only if I'm previously allowed to fly my
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
I was going to say, I class myself as British Indian, British Punjabi, so I have an Indian Union Jack and an England flag. So, you know, I support England, and when the cricket's on, I support the Indian cricket team.
How do we not be flattered by that?
Well,
No, I'm incredibly flattered by that. And the idea, now, what it mainly comes from, people say there's this far right element. I can tell you it doesn't really exist.
But I love the British culture, and if you're going to make anything into an ideology, make the British culture the ideology. And we need to. This chap was saying in a protest I went to yesterday, Justice for Boys, which is a great movement. I went to a protest yesterday, and a gentleman stood up, and he said we need to get back to the days where we could leave our doors open and not be fearful of somebody robbing us. And that is what the British culture is the friendliness like that, which we don't have anymore.
Oh no!
Chatting so much shit.
Oh no!
That ain't British culture.
He's back.
Is it only one side of
Well,
British culture?
I'm from Leeds originally, on the outskirts, and it was that type of friendliness that I grew up with.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm not saying I didn't face racism.
Okay.
I did.
Is racism British culture too?
But there's
that's a good one.
racism
Get in there, Jedi.
Come on, let's be fair.
I think racism is in all cultures.
For you to say that,
You're not on this Care Bear thing. Oh, culture. Let's protect Britain.
It's
I'm
not
answering
about
about
that.
British
If you go
culture.
India, there's racism.
I get that. We're not talking about India.
Yeah, but you're saying that.
I'm answering about British culture.
No, but you're saying the
All right,
culture
cool.
of racism
That's
isn't
cool.
British.
If I ask you about apples, tell me about apples. Don't tell me about oranges,
Yeah, but I've got to show you that it's worldwide.
bro.
But I responded, there's racism in all parts
So
of the world.
is-
But that doesn't mean we have to start
You
degrading
sound like you're
every...
cherry picking about British culture. Oh, British culture can leave your doors open.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're
Yeah.
attacking British culture.
Also could sell a black man.
But I mean,
Also could sell a black
sorry,
man.
I'm sorry, can I jump in here? I'm afraid you're really missing a massive point. Islam,
Could British people sell other people?
I'm not
Hang
going
on.
to
Could they?
live in Britain.
you do know-
I'm
I'm
going to start
asking-
calling... I'm not going to start
no,
calling...
no,
don't see the
racist.
Could you?
Would I what, sorry?
Could British people sell other human beings?
Could Indian people...
Oh, so
anybody else?
you got all suffer from this
Can you
sickness,
turn
yeah?
the camera around a bit, yeah?
When you
This is
get,
not Jedi's corner.
it doesn't matter. It don't have to be my corner.
This is not
Jedi,
your
just
corner.
stand there,
man.
So
Make
you're,
it happen.
you're dictating.
Right.
Like,
I can't talk. I was talking to your man.
but
You keep responding.
You're not letting me talk though.
I wasn't asking you. I
I
was
don't know,
talking
but
to your man.
I can speak as well. though.
So
Yeah,
it's
but
not
it's not-
Raj's
it's not your
corner.
corner.
I'm speaking
It's
to your
not your
man, bro.
corner.
So
It's
why are
not
you
Jedi's
getting all
corner,
upset?
man.
Because I'm speaking to someone else,
Hold
not
on,
you.
no.
You want the
No,
attention
hold
to
on.
be on
Yeah,
you.
of course I'm a
I
narcissist.
asked my man a question because he mentioned
The
British
thing is,
culture.
look,
Now you're the hero with the cake. Let him speak for himself, man. Stop all that, man.
We was talking
Mate,
about.
have you got an opinion for
We was
your
talking
own?
about a culture.
Get your own
yeah?
opinion?
And you
I'd love to hear
interrupted,
it.
so-
Raj's opinion's dead
All right,
in the
go on.
water.
You say.
No
you
one
say,
cares
say.
about Raj's
Of course they
opinion.
do, man. Of course
My
they
brother.
do.
Can we
I'm
have a
asking
dialogue?
you. I've asked you a question.
Okay, look, I was saying that I love the British culture and I love how friendly it is, how open it is, and that's what I represent when I'm supporting the England football team or the cricket team. It's all fair and dandy for people who have faced various violence issues or racism to think that all white people are racist, because it's not true.
What's the football team?
You know, and I'm from Leeds and I've faced a lot of racism, but do I go around calling every single white person racist in this country? No, because it'd be stupid to do so.
No, but then with that same ethos, you're talking about being balanced when you're describing people, right? And being fair. So when you're talking about the British culture, it seems to me that you're cherry picking about the doors being unlocked in Leeds a few years ago. What about the negative sides of British culture? Can you be honest enough to speak on that?
You just come
Why
into
are
the
you very
conversation.
biased?
Why are you wanting me
You're
to
being
concentrate
very
on the
biased.
You
negative?
just started the conversation
I'm
for
not
3
negative,
minutes.
honest.
Yeah,
I said
but
honest.
why are you
Well, we have to have a holistic approach, innit? We don't
Oh, we
want
just
cherry-
started the conversation.
Sorry, brother.
Oh, this is Jedi's corner
Sorry,
again.
brother. We don't
It's
want to
Raj's corner mainly, but what can you say?
Not cherry picking. You wanted me to concentrate on a negative
No,
side.
I
I don't want to
said,
do that.
have you got the ability of portraying balance?
I did say I face racism, but that doesn't mean that I'm
But
going to think
I
every
asked you a
single
question,
person's
is that as well British culture? Because leaving the door unlocked, to be fair, I'm from a culture, my family's from a culture where they didn't even need to have doors or locks on the doors. So we can go around and say how it used to be years and years ago. It seems to me that you're trying to paint a picture of the British psyche, which I want to challenge you on, basically.
You don't want to talk to myself about it at all.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, of course I do, bro.
Right,
You just he was speaking at that moment. Of course I do. Sorry, man.
Okay, because I have a lot of respect for what you're saying, but I don't necessarily think it's true.
Okay.
So, for instance, in today's society, there's an estimated 27 million black people that are slaves at the hands of Islam in, I think it's Libya alone. That's something relevant in 2018. To suggest that British people are inherently sort of, our past may have had some issues, but to suggest that we are not the most multicultural country in the world would also be false.
My choice. My choice. Are you guys happy to be multicultural?
I actually am. I actually am. I'm not happy to have my culture eroded. But I use this example
your culture
all the
is
time.
what Roman culture you're talking about?
No, not at all.
Greek culture.
Not at all.
Boom.
Viking
It's
culture.
a modernised,
When you say your culture, what culture are you talking about?
the modernised English culture.
Which is what?
Christmas, all the things that we know.
Christmas. Christmas is not English.
No,
It's
no, no,
pagan.
no.
It's a pagan
It's
celebration.
also not American.
You took from, yeah.
But
But
they
it's a
spread-
pagan celebration. So how can Christmas be? I don't get that. That's not British culture.
Because Easter eggs have bugger all to do with Jesus.
Yeah, Ishtar, yeah. It's
Most things that we
It's
do.
Babylonian culture.
Our Sunday roast,
You still follow Babylonian culture. Yeah.
right, they all surround what we've become now. So if I went to Africa,
Borrowed cultures from other places. But now the thing is, let's keep our culture.
I just
Let's
told
keep
you
our
there's
culture
slaves in
borrowed.
Africa right now.
Let's keep our culture borrowed and then complain about other people influencing
borrow
our
one?
borrowed culture. What is organic to the British man? What is the British man and what is his culture?
I can tell you what's organic to the British
you lot are
man.
the top borrowers from everyone else's
No.
cultures.
Let me nip that in the bud.
You just named five
Let me
other things.
nip that in the bud. Hang on, this is easy. This is
That's
easy.
okay. But then now you want to keep British culture British. When British culture isn't British, it's borrowed from all different people.
Portugal was taking slaves.
Your national
over
dish
for
is
us.
curry. Shut the hell up. What are you talking about? British culture. Yeah? Where'd you get fish and chips from?
Hang on.
You're making
That-
British culture.
Hang on. What you're saying isn't entirely true because
It is true.
in Africa
Yeah.
there would be many accumulations over the years
Yeah.
that create the culture we know.
We're not
Okay?
crying about keeping African culture African. We're not crying about
Okay,
that.
that's because you
You're
haven't got
hearing
million,
me.
that's because you haven't got loads of people coming to Africa.
We had loads of you guys coming to Africa, and this is mainly my problem.
So hang on,
Loads
Islam.
of you guys.
Islam in the Barbary states, 1,500 years before us, was already there. What have you got to say about
Were you
that?
passing the buck to Islam?
No.
You're talking about British culture.
5% of all.
Was you talking about British culture?
Yes, I am.
So then we're talking about Britain.
5% of all British
this
slave
tactic
owners.
that you guys have?
No, listen, please. 5% of all British slave owners still exist. Like I said,
Okay.
in Syria, Libya alone, it's still going on, and we condemn it. Islam does not.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
please,
That's
weigh up
excellent.
what's right and wrong.
Excellent. But
Being
right about
British
now,
in 2018.
excellent. We can all jump in and kick the shit out of Islam together.
No, I shouldn't project. I know what you're saying, I
one
shouldn't
second.
project.
But what seems to be the issue is you guys, the British and the British people, the ones that are
What makes me
advocating for
British?
the ones that are advocating the British culture don't seem to be able to take one criticism about their culture, be honest about what their culture is, and the fact that you don't have a culture that is individual to yourself. You have borrowed from everybody else.
That's how the world.
the truth.
Hang on.
So then it's
Hang
not
on.
it's the same
Why
to say keep British culture British when your culture is an amalgamation of everyone else's fucking culture.
Okay, fair enough. Let's have it right. But then you've got to look at every
So what
single
is British
country.
culture?
Every single country on the planet has influence from next door. So I'm sorry, that's not relevant. Okay, has it stopped?
I think so.
You read Lion Jedi?
Huh? I think so. I'm not that good at this stuff.
So
Yeah, sorry, content. I think I fucked your shit up.
right. So the accumulation of everything that has succumbed to now
Yeah.
is what I see British culture as. Is being able to appreciate history but not necessarily agreeing with it. For instance, I don't believe in religion. I love churches, but I don't think God's real. I love the history, the architecture.
Yeah.
Okay? What I believe Britishness is incredibly accepting. And you and I can agree that you won't find a country on the planet as accepting as Great Britain
What do you mean by accepting?
of anyone of any description.
No, I don't. Accepting.
Well, can you name me another country as accepting as Britain?
What makes them? What do you mean by accepting? That's a very broad
Well,
statement.
you're black.
Yeah.
You and I could be best friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be
So there's no other countries that a
Not-
black man and a white man can be best friends.
I'd be a lot less safe in Africa.
Why would you? But you fucking in Africa. You
I've been
you
there.
don't
I've
understand.
been there.
How can you say you'd be a lot less safer in Africa when without Africa there'd be no British culture, there'd be no Britain today. Right about now, yeah, what we need to deal with is the fact that England is built off the back of slavery.
No, it's
Yeah?
not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So your institutions, all your institutions, yeah, did money lending and traded off the back of slavery. You're gonna tell me that your major banking institutions
Arabs
did
are
not
not
They're not
South
English. They're not English.
British.
They're not British
You're telling
either.
me that you're
They're not British.
Okay, so
The
you're
banking industry is not British.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did Britain benefit from slavery?
At the time.
Were they at the time? But they
Yes.
did.
Is that a yes?
But
Is that a
did
yes?
did.
Is that a yes? Okay, now let me ask you a question.
And
yeah?
I'm not saying I
let me ask
agree
you a
with that.
question. Sorry, bruv, yeah. If I take your cigarettes, yeah, I've robbed from you, ain't you? Ain't I, yeah? You know I've robbed and I've admitted it. Yeah? Are we equal? Are we fair? What's the best thing for me to do?
Can I address this point?
Now I've taken from him, what's the best thing for me to do? I'm benefiting, I'm up cigarettes I never had. I didn't have to spend this money.
Let
What
me
should I
address
do?
this point.
Give it back.
You make it
Has
valid.
Britain given back the things that they
Yes,
received?
very much so.
That's a fucking lie.
Very
There's
much
been
so.
no repatriation, that's a lie.
Yes,
Right,
because-
we can break it down to
But there is a big difference between the British establishment and the British people.
Okay,
make
cool.
two points.
But
the
the British
establishment-
people are not guilty of what the British
But the
establishment
British
did.
people do still benefit from the money.
So do you.
Do you understand? But I'm not the one in denial. I'm not the one in denial about it. But I'm now asking, from the land of which you have stolen from, Britain, and made it to this point where they are in the world, where they're a first world country, yeah, and my country's a third world country. Bearing in mind, you came to my country and stole gold, diamonds, and humans. Yeah, human. And 1 second, humans, not for 10 or 20 years, but for 400 minimum years. Yeah, you are underestimating 400 years. You are underestimating the benefit that England has made, Europe has made, America has made from having slaves. You have underestimated. Look, let's put it this way. If you could have played it back then time, we'd probably be talking about a couple million, a couple billion. With the rate of inflation and the way that things work now, yeah, you do not have the money to pay it all back. Yeah, you have catapulted your country, yeah, from say that again?
I believe I can address this.
You can address it, but you haven't given back the money. So England's all still benefiting off stolen goods. Yeah? If I steal something from you and I give it to my son, and my son knows I stole it, yeah, and the police are aware of it, you can ask the police officer there, they're going to be arrested for handling of stolen goods. Who in England has been arrested for handling of stolen goods? But to me, it seems like you guys are still benefiting off your slavery.
Okay, let's have this right, okay? Because what you're saying is completely valid, but what you're missing is we was at war with Spain, France, Holland for hundreds of years. If they could have crushed us, we wouldn't exist. There was no banking system. You stole. That's how the whole, from Portugal to the Netherlands, that's how it works.
Everyone stole?
Yes. No,
Everyone stole?
Yes, including Africa.
So Africa was stealing from Europe?
No, Africans are stealing from Africans.
Okay, so was Europe stealing
Let
from
me
Europeans?
finish and you can jump on it.
Yeah?
Let me just finish,
Yeah.
please.
So then how come Europeans are stealing from Africans and they're not getting no get back? Because as far as I'm concerned,
Why are
the
Africans more
Auschwitz
important
and
than
the
Europeans?
Jewish people got some reparations for the genocide and the Holocaust against them. Yeah? Australia's even got an apology for the way they were
You've
treated.
also had apologies from
Yeah?
here. So
No, we haven't.
Yes, you have.
Who, from who?
Yes, you have.
From who? From who?
Who was that? Ken Livingstone's done it years ago.
Who was Ken
He was,
Livingstone?
he was a mayor of London.
And he apologised for slavery. When I've never seen this ever. I've never seen this. An apology coin.
Yeah.
So what, was they giving up free apology coins to Africans? Or they just printed up a coin?
I'm sorry, but CAFOL gives more to Africa every year and they don't share it. So let me finish, okay? CAFOL
And
gives
what do
so
they
much
take
to
from
Africa.
Africa? What are we taking
Not a
from
lot in
Africa?
comparison with
Not a lot, no. Not a lot.
Let me make 2 points.
This is the thing.
I can tell you don't want to hear it.
This is why there's no cohesiveness, yeah? Because you guys just want to deny and minimize, yeah?
Let
This
me
a
say it how
classical
it is then.
tactic, yeah? Sociopaths, yeah?
How did
wanna,
we get
They
into
want to
Africa?
deny and minimize the fuckeries that they do and point fingers at other people. Yeah?
Hey, the
Yeah?
British people and the British
You're just talking
The
over
establishment.
British people are amalgamation, yeah? We're not even really dealing with. We're not even really
What you're doing
dealing
is
with.
racist.
We're not dealing with the Irish or the
You're
Gaelics.
being
yeah?
racist right now.
I'm telling the truth.
No, let me tell
I'm
the
telling the
truth.
truth about
because you're
immigration
categorising
and how you
it
got
with-
here, yeah, and why we're standing in Londinium, yeah, and why we still are under Rome and we still use the pound. Yeah, the pound being the Libra, that's a sign. Yeah, that means that we're
I
still
agree
under
with
the
all
rule,
that.
the rule of Rome. Yeah, so
Okay.
this is Roman territory right now.
Right, I
yeah?
didn't finish my
Based
point.
on invasion, there was people here before you. Fuckers, you killed them.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they hate you.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can't admit it. This is the problem. This is the truth.
Please.
This is the truth.
I'll wait this out.
It's the truth. We can't admit that England is based on murder, but we want to talk about it's based on murder, robbery, and immigration. But our main issue is immigration. We're worried about people coming over here. How did you guys get it? Because you're not the original man of the land. You done your research?
So can I answer now?
Where are you from? Ethnically, you're German. No?
I could be from anywhere.
You don't have a clue.
Scotland.
This is what I'm saying, man.
Can I now make my
People
point,
need to have
please?
a historical basis before they start making certain
If you
claims.
won't
But go
listen,
on.
then you're biased.
Go on. I'm not biased, I just know the
You are, you're
truth.
completely biased. But the point is, if hundreds of years, thousands of years ago, whatever, if Spain could have crushed us, they would have. The only thing that kept us out of each other's countries, whatever you're white, brown, yellow, was power. Unfortunately, Africa was so far behind. We got there looking for gold. We found bugger all, so we took manpower.
So you found no gold in the Gold Coast of Africa.
Not at first.
That you named and labelled the Gold Coast. You found no gold.
Not everyone is going to be susceptible to the gold.
You saying that gold was not apparent when you came. Bro,
If you
you're not doing
shout,
the
there's no
research.
point talking.
Let's not shout and I'm talking.
Let me address
Let's not
each
shout.
point you're making.
But don't lie. Don't lie. And say that you came to Africa, you found nothing else, so you took
No, not at first,
That's a lie.
no.
First of all, you said we were so far behind. Yeah? I don't want to enlighten you into what the Dark Ages were.
You've got the
yeah?
most mountains in the world.
When the
the
Moorish
most water comes
when the
from the mountains,
African
and you want to
Moors
go in first.
came over to Europe, yeah, came over to Europe and enlightened you that you know what, you European man, I beg you take your cow and your donkey out the fucking yard because this is why you're getting smallpox. Put them outside. You're gonna tell me that has not been documented?
believe that?
This is true. This is fact. This is fact, bro. Look on the royal crests of Europe, yeah? Just to show you who enlightened these people. Look at the royal crests of Europe. Just look at them, all the ancient crests. You're not going to see one that doesn't have a Moorish representation. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Yeah, but this is before slavery. Okay, but he's saying we had Moors that came over, yeah, and were sages and magi's, yeah, that held courts, were kings and queens and respected. And you want to tell us that you came to Africa and found fuck all over there. We were so far behind, is what he said.
Moors here came over to Spain and they took over Spain for maybe 500-600 years.
And England, and Germany, and Sweden, and France,
From like the 10th century to the
yeah,
15th
and Greece.
So
All these people, all these lands ruled by black people.
Ultimately,
Yeah, but you want to tell me you came to Africa and there was fuck all there and they let you in. I'm not denying that
let us
fact.
take slaves.
I'm not denying that fact. But you've just lied and just said that and say we were so far behind. We were so far in front. We were so far in front. I've just proved it to
I'm
you.
sorry you didn't. I'm sorry you didn't. Because you.
Okay, so you have no idea about the Dark Ages, no? You have no idea about the Dark Ages.
Where was your source?
The Moors had swords and armadas. They taught you lot about that shit. Who the fuck? What are you not talking about? Who was the original pirates of the seas? Do you think it was you guys that was actually pirates of the sea? You asked me about where's my armadas. We ruled the 7 seas. We gave you permission. The Moors gave you permission to enter into the African waters to go and do their fuckeries. Because they're power hungry, yes they are. They signed the treaties, it's not lies. Go and research, do your research.
You're looking at biased research.
Do your research. The Moorish people gave you permission to come to the African seas, and this is true.
Hang on, sorry.
Your man next to you knows it's true.
Africa is this, right? There's ships that that come over with that, why don't they just get rid of them?
What ships that come over?
The ships that come over to take slaves, okay, why won't they just turn around by Africans?
I don't get what you're talking about. What do you mean, why haven't they turned around?
Because we was all sitting
Well,
with each other.
I told you was in cahoots. You was in cahoots with people that were actually ruling these lands, that was ruling the sea. You was in cahoots. You were in cahoots, greedy men. That's it. I don't come from a paradigm where Africans are infallible or all beautiful human beings or got a lovely culture. No. I'm telling you about England because we started with Britain. We spoke about Muslims now all of a sudden. Now we're talking about Africans, and I just want you to deal with the fact that England is a land full of pillagers, rapers, and immigrants. Even to today, you guys are pillaging the whole fucking world. And you're gonna sit here and be like, how? Oh, we're England. Oh, we ain't doing nothing. Come on, man. Open your eyes. You have no ideas about world affairs. You have no idea about world
Let me
affairs.
say my piece here. Look, the black community has a legitimate right to be upset with you about. No, they do. Because
It's over.
in my personal
lads.
opinion, if somebody can prove that their ancestors, I want to explain something to you. There's a difference between colonialism and slavery, bro.
He's not interested in the
No,
truth.
but can I say something? He's
not interested in the truth.
Hold on, but you can still say it. You can still say
not
it.
interested in the truth.
Bro,
You don't want to hear the truth.
I don't want to. Look, I'm not.
I feel that about yourself.
Vinny, can I say something? I don't want to bash years Britain right today. What you've accomplished now, you've got to a good point.
How did
But
you
but
cheated to get there?
There is a point.
cheated to get there.
Hold on,
You cheated to get there. You cheated. You cheated.
That's not fair.
cheated.
Let me say something here. There's a difference between colonialism and slavery. If somebody here is enslaved and they're shipped over to America and stuff like that, all of their family, all of their roots and everything is being kind of decimated. Yeah, so Indians.
And you don't, and that's not happening. That doesn't happen in colonialism.
Not as. I mean, I've still got my roots though.
Bro, come on, man.
So when you go to India, I still
This-
got my surname, still got my name, I can still trace my family back. But if you're enslaved, you're literally taken out, ripped out, and you're forever kind of disconnected from your people. So you have to understand, like when I hear people that like from America and places, I do sympathise with their plight. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go about reparations or whatever. Whether they did or not, I'm not going to argue against.
I'm not asking for
But I'm
reparations.
saying I do believe that they got a legitimate right here.
Bro, right?
But-
You keep
but-
saying all the stuff that it sounds like. Focus on what I said, bro.
But hold on, Billy. Look, we know that when it comes to British colonialism, it wasn't all great. There's a lot of bad stuff in there. We was trying to talk about Britain right now.
There's still bad stuff. Yeah, I'm saying right now,
So
I heard
let's-
some cherry picking about British culture, and I'm saying, are we going to have an honest conversation about British culture, yeah, and what is at the heart of a British man, yeah, and what he's been raised to believe his culture is, yeah? He's been raised, the British man, if you're from this island, you've been raised to believe your culture is about invasion, immigration, yeah, war. Come on, man. How can we not say? How can you sit in a history lesson and tell me that I'm lying? That this ain't all about invasion? When you know the Romans came over here and took over the Anglo-Saxons. You know about but what I'm saying is the Scottish, the Irish, the Welsh, the Scottish, the Irish, the Welsh. Like you guys have to be honest and say, all right, you know what? Our history is about invasion. Our history is about immigration, mass immigration. That is it
like
not?
all countries.
Okay, cool. But now we've got to a point where we're going to say, oh, we've drawn a line now. We've benefited the most from these type of practices. Now you lot can't come in our country.
You just said-
Same thing what the Australians do. They've actually got a cheek to have a massive immigration policy, yeah? Where the fuck are all the Tasmanians? Where's all the Aborigines? They've killed off most of them, and now they sit in 2018 they sit at a desk and say, oh, you can't bring those conkers in because they might wipe out our infrastructure. Oh, you can't come in because you ain't got the right papers. And you lot are convicts. The world is free.
Jedi, it's Jedi.
You guys
yeah?
are convicts.
Is that Jedi? Jedi, mate. Let me finish on this.
Pete, Tom, Jason, Matthew, whatever, it don't matter.
You just said
Bro,
we're made
can't
up of
call me
British.
that.
Cool, you're still cool,
Fair
man.
enough.
You're
We're made
okay.
up of British because, like you said, Hungarians. We're made up of many different people. When was the last time you saw an English person crying about it?
Crying about what?
About the fact that we were buggered half to death by Romans.
You weren't buggered half to death. You are the fucking Romans. Are you mad? Well, you ain't got a grasp of history. You are them. You are the invader. You are an invader. Yeah, no, you are the invader. Don't you get it? You are the invader to the land. The Englishman is the invader to England, and the Welsh and the Scottish and the Irish can tell you the same thing. It's facts. It's history.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
The
Of course they
Scottish
will.
tobacco fields are made from slavery.
Bro, because it's still at the heart of British culture. No. I'll let you know why. foreign policy shows us, yeah, that we are still in the habit of invading. We are still in the habit. So you're telling me that for the last 20 years, England has not teamed up with its best mate or its big brother America and gone around the world stomping its boots and invading countries. Causing wars. Yeah? Causing wars. Yeah? And fueling terrorist cells. And fueling terrorist cells all over the world. You're gonna say that the British government and foreign policy is not at the heart of this, no? You're gonna actually say that.
Jedi, you're a general, right? You're a general, yeah? You've got 1,000 troops, yeah? Do you want to see a single one of them die? No, you don't. You know what I do? I pay the enemy to fight the enemy, and I save English lives. That's why we fund these things.
You fight. You've now paid Al Qaeda to displace Libya. Yeah. To displace Libya, who is the enemy? Gaddafi. However, you put Gaddafi.
No, I don't think Gaddafi's the enemy.
But you put Gaddafi in power and you turned him into the enemy. You paid him out. One second. You definitely have put Mugabe in power, yeah, and now he's the enemy. You guys definitely have put Osama bin Laden in power, and now he's the enemy. You definitely did create ISIS and Al Qaeda. Now they are the enemy. Do I need to keep going on and on and on? All your enemies are self-created, and they're self-created because you want to keep us distracted. And this is, and when I say you, I don't mean you. I mean the establishment want to keep us distracted, yeah, with these fake proxy wars and stuff that keep us all in-house fighting. But I'm not going to sit here and hear man wanking off to the national anthem as if oh, God save the Queen of Great Britain and our culture. Bollocks.
This guy has to give me a hug for what he said. Give me a hug for what he just said, because he just said the realest shit. Why are you wanking off to the anthem for? We don't love you, bro.
So all this, oh yeah, I love British culture and that. If you can be honest about what British culture is and British history, then we can have that conversation. If you're going to cherry pick and be like, oh yeah, because I could leave my door unlocked. Do you know how many people could leave their doors unlocked in Syria? Now they ain't got doors or buildings or fucking arms.
Before we go on, when we started the conversation, we only got 2 minutes in. Yeah. And what we hold on, it does matter because
we're here now.
No, we was trying to have a conversation.
Oh, is it Raj's corner?
It's Raj's. It's not Jedi's corner. That's for sure. Not Jedi's corner.
Yeah. 2 rounds have corners, bro. Way too round.
Let me say something. We was trying to have a conversation, not about, obviously, I agree that the British, you've got to accept this, the British have gone around the world, when the rights and wrongs, we know there's a lot of wrongs. We know that.
Raj, and still do.
Oh, yeah, they still do, but what we was trying to discuss here was to find out how do we all live together.
Stop England fucking around the world.
We can't do that as individuals.
Why not? Where's the people power? Because we live in a dictatorship. So then if we can't control what our country is doing, yeah? If we can't determine what foreign policy is going to be for our country, that they're doing shit in our name, then we living in a dictatorship. Are we not?
Yes. I'm talking on a macro, on a micro level, though, right now.
This dictatorship has been going on since this whole political system's been running in England. It ain't been no different. It's not been any different. So what is it about British culture that we're loving when we're living in a dictatorship?
Benefits.
We can't even defend ourselves. We don't even have the right to defend ourselves in case our government is against us. We don't even have no power.
Yo, bro, I'm an IPP prisoner, bro. If someone attacks me today, I'll go back to jail for my own protection. What's that?
As a white man, you're not what?
No, it's very important now.
No, it's not. It's your opinion. But I like a white man's opinion, just like I like a black man's opinion. My most important thing about opinions is that it's honest, and you're being honest to yourself. And I can see you in your eyes. You're glossing over what you know England is doing. You know. Come on, bro.
Let's have it
bro.
Right. Let's have it right.
Where are the Tasmanians on this planet, bro?
Dead.
Where are they?
Dead. Extinct. Tahinos extinct.
Hang on. Because you're making out. What you're doing is you're making it between black and white people.
I never once meant. Did I mention black or white? Or did I say English? British? I'm talking about your nationality. Your nationality. He's representing England. I'm not talking about his colour. I'm talking about his nationality, yeah, and the history of his.
Which you've not been letting me do. Is you're saying Englishness itself is inherently racist?
Yes.
Yeah. English culture. Yes.
Umbrella away, man.
English culture.
That's racist.
I think at one time,
not you.
I never said Englishman. I never said Englishman.
But do you see there's any progress?
Yeah, so yeah, the progress is they've managed to metamorphose it from overt racism to covert racism.
What's
Secret.
What is covert?
What is covert racism?
Institutional racism.
Stuff like me putting in me phoning up the real estate guy and saying, oh look, I'm looking for a 2-bedroom flat, rare. And they're like, oh yeah, boom, yeah, oh, we'll get onto you, give us your name. I'm like, yeah, boom, my name's JEDI Ali. And they're like, oh Ali, all right, yeah, no problem, boom. Phone them back, can't get through, never pick up. Yeah? Get my brethren, my white brethren to do the same thing. Oh,
this
right,
is
cool.
legitimate
What's your name?
concern, though.
What's your name? Oh yeah, Stephen Smith. No problem, we give you a call back in half an hour. Half an hour comes, he gets a call. Half an hour back, he gets a call. Go into a workplace. Me and you walking on the road, mates, yeah? You've got all the fucking drugs, yeah? Aspect said this the other day, yeah? You've got all the drugs. You've got all the drugs, yeah, and I have none, yeah? We're walking. Oh, excuse me, mate, can we just speak to you, please? Keep your hands out your pockets, fella. Yeah, you match the description of me and you go toddling on, and I'm the one that's getting pulled up. These are real life experiences, yeah? All right, it's an exaggeration, however, statistically, they have already admitted, if you go to, because you know you go to the national, the statistics of this year, stop and search. You can go and see for yourself. No, because he's telling me that it's in my head. Okay, 1 second though. He's telling me that it's in my head, that black men are being disproportionately stopped, but the statistics are out there. The white man is 5 times more likely to be in possession of a drug. But less likely to be searched. Now, out of the stop and searches of black and white men, and Asian men, out of the stop and searches,
Predominantly low one of the white ones.
The white guys are the ones that actually.
Do you really want to go?
Yeah,
it's not my stats.
I do.
Do you want the truth?
Hold on,
do you want the truth? Because these are national statistics.
Why have so many black gangs got guns? That's why they stopped.
Where's the guns coming from?
Right, where were the guns?
Alright, well, 1 second. Okay, cool. Where's the gun? Okay, this is how it works now. This is how it works. Yeah? This is how it works.
I ain't got no guns. I ain't got no guns.
You're saying you're a gang member?
Where did the guns come from?
Look, let's try some guns. Where's the guns? This is what I got in my bag, yo. As a black man, I got a battery pack. I got empty candy that's explosive charges.
Don't do that.
Yeah? Like this how I move as a black man, innit?
So what I'm saying is, where's the guns come from? Where's the guns come from?
Wherever you lot get them.
From the white people. The white guys in the army. From the white guys in the army.
Kalashnikov made in Russia. The Caucasus Mountains. Caucasus Mountains means Caucasian.
Bro, listen. Don't do that.
No, black people can't buy guns in shops. We don't have licenses. I have a criminal record. I can't buy a gun.
Hear what I'm saying? So these guns, you're saying is why are we buying them? So you're not interested in how they're getting on the streets. They're getting on the streets because white men are putting them on the streets. White men are putting them on the streets. Yeah. Go and look. No. No one's buying them Saudi Arabian guns. You're lying. White men. So here I say, pull up. All right, let's pull up the top 10 convictions for arms dealing.
White men. White men. White men.
That's arms dealing. That's not underground.
White men drill guns and sell them, bro. Black men use guns. White men sell them and drill them, bro.
Stop the white men bringing the guns over.
Let me explain. Please tell me right now, this white man who's going to sell you all a gun.
Say that again?
Where is this white man who's going to sell you all a gun?
What do you mean, where is this white man?
Find him.
Same white man that's selling us all the coke and all the heroin.
No, hang on, we're all guilty of that. We're all guilty.
No, we're not.
Yes,
we're not.
Yes, we are.
We're not. We're not getting it into the country on mass amounts like that.
Look, can I say
sorry,
let me try and be balanced here. He has a legitimate
he's right. He's right.
Because the thing is,
I don't even know what to title this video.
More than any other race. There's no doubt about that. I know.
He's in denial. This is British culture as well. Head in the sand.
But you still not told him. But you need to talk to him.
I was trying to.
I know. But it's not one shouting at him. Let me tell you, if I was walking on the road here, I'm telling you straight now, if there's a black guy behind me and I'm walking on the road, the 100% he'll be stopped
English flag to
for
this.
me. There's no doubt about that. And I'm not saying
you doubt that. He has a problem with the truth.
Hold on. I'm not a victim mentality, but there are some truths here. And black guys.
Years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
I'm saying I'm not a victim.
We're becoming a truly even keel. And I think the only keeping racism alive is sort of things.
Bro, I tell you what keeps racism alive. No, I tell you what keeps racism alive. Yeah, is people turning around, listen to statistics and be like, I don't think that's true.
Ignorance.
Yeah, the ignorance, yeah, that ability, that white privilege to be able to even say, that white privilege.
White privilege is a thing.
That white privilege, that white, bro.
I'm a building site worker on £10 an hour.
Bro, what are you talking about, bro? No, 1 second, 1 second.
So you're one of us then? That's what I said. Yes, I said that.
One
But
second.
it's people that are not.
No.
Hang on. Come on now.
No. You lot are a mess.
You're all in our boat. That's why we're here together.
You lot are a mess.
Some of Jedi's the same as
1
us.
second. It's not because you're a builder for £7 an hour. That means you don't have white privilege.
No, I
Then
don't.
you don't
My
understand.
boss was black.
You don't understand.
My boss was black because he earned his job.
That's not what white privilege is,
That's
bro.
not white privilege is.
Obama was black.
That's not what white privilege is about, bro.
No, please, let me tell you something. Obama was president because he's mixed race, his mum's white. Yeah? Now anybody, look at me please. Now anybody who knows US presidency knows that you have to be related to the Queen. So anyone who is related to the Queen, yeah? If Obama is 35th in line to the throne and someone else is 36, Obama as a black man is going to get it because of his white blood relations.
Don't let him get away with saying that about white privilege.
I need to ask you a question.
Let me and this chat finish.
Let me ask you a question, Jedi.
Let me ask you a question. Finish, please, and then you can all sort of...
Let me ask you a question. Do you think here that there is progression here in terms of integration and racism kind of becoming less prevalent?
It's just trickery. Like I said, you just made it. It's just been made more covert.
But how can we live like that? How can we live like that though?
Yeah, you lot are very
We can't. You guys can live like it. He can definitely live like it and be like, oh yeah, look, things are improving, yeah. But the truth, I'm living the truth.
Yeah, I'm not saying things are perfect. It's still not great.
But what I'm saying
is, we've got a long way to go, but it is improving.
No, it's not improving, bro. It ain't improving. All that's happening is the dog in the fence thinks that he's free now that he can't see the fence. That's it. The fence ain't changing.
Let me ask you a controversial question.
The racism ain't changing.
Do you think that let me ask you a controversial question. Do you think that Asian community, like the Sikh and the Hindu community, maybe have a different experience?
Of course you do.
Than, say, the black
Because you lot have been more interested in integrating in that way, yeah, and you've been more accepted because 1, you're less threatening, and 2, you're more compliant. We got to deal with people as racist, yeah.
Hang on.
It's just it's
it's not only that.
I've had many conversations with my brother with Raj, yeah. So he knows that it's true. Like he's the one that told me, bro, I got caught. I didn't have them issues, blah blah blah. We know this, yeah. We also know that the Sikh community are definitely number 1 when it comes to integrating into the society for the Asian community. The Sikhs are at the forefront, and the Hindus, I don't know, but the Sikhs, from my personal experience, I'm saying that, yeah, they're at the head of that. Cool, that's great. Now the thing with the black man is, yeah, there's so many layers to this onion, yeah. There's reasons why we, like, at the end of the day, it works to keep us all down. You keep the black man down, because then that keeps you in a position where you're not that angry. Oh, brother, everything's fucking racist to you. Every fact is racist. You said it like 8 times. I've not said one thing racist. No, I'm not, man. I never said you don't suffer.
Yes, you are.
No, we ain't. No, I never. Don't put words in my mouth. No one said that.
No.
You can suffer with us.
If you're in the same boat as us, you can suffer
with us. It still doesn't mean. It still doesn't. 1 second. It still doesn't mean that racism doesn't exist or white privilege doesn't exist, because I have many white brothers and sisters that are in the exact same scenarios as me when it comes to finances, whatever. Now the only difference is that when we go out and we actually try to get ourselves out of these scenarios, they have a few more options.
Let me tell you, I'm struggling.
And the reason why they have
struggling, mate.
You are struggling. And let me tell you something.
Everyone is struggling.
Hold on. You see, because you're struggling, and we're all struggling as different races. Do you know where that police officer sitting there right now? He's afraid that all of us, as different cultures, will one day say, you know what? We're in this boat together, you know.
This is the thing.
They just go across the road.
Finally,
Fucking them corporate guys.
You mean finally?
Now the only thing for the police is not really to fight crime, you know. Yeah, they are a barrier. Shut be quiet. This is important. This is important. Yeah, the police are just a barrier between the haves and the have-nots. They don't give a fuck about us. Now you want to talk about stop and search?
What have we stopped being racist?
Stop and search. I was 13 years old. Yeah, I didn't get stop and search. I got arrested for robbery.
Stop talking about it.
They told my mother he fits the description. Do you know what they told the description of me? Yeah, sorry. A black man with gold rings, gold chains, and something else. I can't remember what it was. Mama said, you're describing a pimp. My son don't wear rings. My son's 13 years old. Anyone who wears rings and takes off rings, like, you know them cheating ass married men? Yeah, and girls look at them and say, no, you're married. How you know that? I can see the tan line. Yeah? My mum said, you're chatting shit. My son don't have no tan line. My son don't wear rings. He don't wear jewelry. You understand me? My son wears designer clothes.
Good idea.
Yeah? So my son fits the description. If my son fits the description, Why did it not describe his 300 Versace pound bomber jacket that is red that says Versace jeans culture on the back? You know what I'm saying? But as a black man, I fit the description. Now that's what Raspex is talking about.
Can I finish
Do you understand me?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's it. Jade Ali.
This chapter's finished, please.
You try to have a discourse before you go.
Right, because yes. Right, now, is it safe to say you are standing here giving your opinion? Let me finish. And you are free to say so.
He knows you're going to talk.
Man who's being very, very outspoken.
I'm not a black man.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Okay, so that's sort of escaping what I'm saying.
No.
You enjoy England, you like it here, and you're not going anywhere.
I don't enjoy England.
Okay, so what point did you leave?
I was born here.
Okay, so what?
At the point where I can financially support myself in another climate, and also my children and my family.
I was glad you moved.
This is the thing. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, saying okay, why don't you just move your geography? But when we deal with British foreign policy,
Sorry.
So when you deal with British foreign policy, they don't apply that same kind of ideology. Oh well, do you know what? They're in another jurisdiction, so let them live their life over there.
Yeah.
No, you want to go and enforce the way you want to see the world. This is British culture. Yeah, go into other lands to enforce the way they see things, the morals they want to see in the world, and telling them this is how to live.
Yeah,
this is the way to be.
It's
not everyone's culture. Because I'm yet to see Nigeria, the Nigerian army going over to Italy and invading them, saying, oh well, look, the way you lot are treating it. They can't get to.
No, they've been blown out of the water for miles away.
So,
no, that's true.
So then you know that the world. So you know the world is not set up fairly.
So really and truly, you know that the world's not set where Africans can dominate.
Exactly.
Like I said, you get blown at the water.
Why is that?
So we're not really the threat then.
Why is that? So where's the equality? So where's the equality?
No, France is with them.
So where's the equality then?
France is with them.
Where's the equality? If your foreign policy, 1 second, bro. If your foreign policy can affect a little Nigerian boy or Somali kid or anybody else in the fucking world, and they can't affect your children in the same way, then where's the equality? Me growing up as a quote-unquote black man belonging to Nigeria, how come I can't have the same confidence that if something happens to me, my army will come over and look after me? Yeah, we can't have that. We can't have. A white man can. Yeah, you can get kidnapped somewhere and be like, rah, fucking, I'm English. You're like even kidnappers understand that there's a value placed on lighter skin. We know this. Let's just be real, bro. But we can't.
When was the last time a Rasta man got kidnapped?
Because one thing you'll find.
When the last time a Rasta man got held for ransom?
Over there, I was arguing for Jamaica, right? So I don't.
There is a truth.
No, I'm not saying that.
But there is a truth to that.
I just asked a question for everyone.
Have you seen that Dave Chappelle joke?
Are you saying the girls that were kidnapped by Booker?
They weren't kidnapped. There was no girls kidnapped.
Let me make one point because I've got to go.
That was a hoax.
Who's cherry picking now?
Who created? One second. One, Boko Haram did not kidnap any girls from Nigeria. Yeah, that's
let him speak.
That's fact. Now, as a Nigerian, okay, because you got fundamental.
Have
videos.
Okay, so if you believe that nuclear weapons of war, right?
1 second. This is the thing. The basic mind. The basic. This is how they got man under control. Yeah. Somebody that has no links to a country, has not been there, not seen anything. Yeah. John Suchet or whoever pops up on the news and says, watch this. Yeah? John, no. John fucking Suchet, bro. What the fuck? Get me? Why is man think like, is this a thing?
They don't think
People don't think that, the way that people judge intelligence, yeah, is always telling whenever I speak. Yeah, because I've never once gone on camera and ever said anything false, untrue, stupid. No, facts. I know.
Or
yeah.
disrespectful.
So it may be biased, but I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, I get scoffed at for saying that food is free. Like simple things, like simple concepts that man in Speaker's Corner are not ready. But you come with this, well, I seen the video of the girls. That just shows me your level. You also saw the video of the guys.
That shows you my level.
Yeah, just like the guys that got beheaded last year. Yeah? The guys that got beheaded last year by ISIS, yeah? Everyone saw that, didn't they? But what they didn't see is the after clip where it showed that these were all crash test dummies. That came out. That was true. Was it not? Was it not? Was it not put on the news as being true? Was it not? Yeah. So, but what you're saying that you saw video footage of girls on the thing.
Where was the after?
You understand what I'm saying to you? Hey, bro, hear what I'm saying to you, yeah? You got the people from the village saying, I don't know what they're talking about, there's no girls missing. Yeah?
but
I
they
got
would.
family in the
Out of
region.
fear, yeah, out of
No, it's
fear.
not. They're not.
No, you're not listening to him. He's from Nigeria.
Yeah.
That means he's
hearing.
got close links to the people.
You're not
I'm from
listening.
England, I'm not racist.
You're not listening, bro.
You're not listening.
You're not listening.
Yeah?
You have no listening
Fuck the
ability.
media.
I think we
Yeah,
share
you're
that
listening to
then.
the
No,
media.
no, no.
Yeah, this is a man who's from the area, got telecommunications with the area.
I'm
Yo,
trying to tell you
what's
something.
really good
I'm
here?
gonna research
I don't know
it.
what the
Don't
media
listen.
They're lying. There's nothing going on
Research
here.
Yeah,
it.
you
I'll
understand?
go
Oh,
research
so
it.
if when
I'm not gonna believe anything.
those
I'll
guys were
research
getting their heads chopped off, yeah, and everyone was like, oh my god, the terrorists, they may come for us. Yeah, everyone was scared. Yeah, if I turned up at that moment and said, that ain't a real human, that's a crash test dummy, this guy would have said, oh.
So hang on, why did you have one example?
You understand? Because it shows you that media can put things out. You only saw it from the media, yeah. And you've not done your research, yeah. You've not done your research on the Boko Haram kidnapping of the children. No, you haven't. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie.
I've been to
Yeah.
Africa, have you?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you?
Research.
You don't miss that. He said, I've been to Africa, have you? Of course. Anyway, the point I'm saying is this here. Don't just believe with your eyes. This is how nations are.
No, let me tell you something.
One
No,
second.
go on.
This is how nations are deceived. That's what I'm trying to say to you, bro. So be a little bit more
But we
discerning.
can't just believe.
yeah?
I'll research myself. I'm not going to say he's lying.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
I'll research myself.
But you didn't shut me down straight away. Like, I've seen the
But
video.
why would they do that though?
Why not? Because it's how you manipulate people. How do you think you're getting manipulated?
Yeah,
How do
emotionally,
you,
obviously.
emotionally, how though? What do you think they're using? What tool do you think that the powers that be use to manipulate and subdue you? What tools? Huh? I'll give you two first.
Are you saying the
Bread
Nigerian
and circuses.
government
Bread and circuses, yeah? Deaths, weddings, and births, yeah? These are the main ways that our reality is shaped through the media, yeah? But we believe Raj got married to Nadia. We just believe it because they said, yeah? We just believe it because they said, yeah? We believe that while Raj and Nadia were married, Raj got this young lady pregnant, yeah? Raj got this young lady.
I believe it.
So now that's a birth, yeah? So what I'm saying, hear what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying though. Now that's a birth that you've been manipulated by. Wars you get manipulated by. That's what I call death, yeah? You get manipulated, and this is how you form your world views.
I
Pearl
don't watch the
Harbor,
BBC.
9/11,
don't watch
yada
the
yada
BBC.
yada. You can go on and on and on. If
don't-
you can't understand why you need to distrust the media
I
and the
do
government,
distrust
not you, this guy, then
I do, I hate
Okay, so then, so who
So why do you listen to them?
showed you about the
I don't,
Boko Haram
I detest them.
kidnapping?
Okay.
Who showed you about the Boko Haram kidnapping?
I did get all
They're
my
probably
news
doing a
from
bunch
Sky
of bullshit.
News.
It's like BBC, yeah.
Okay, so then,
I'm not saying
but you
it's
stood there
definitely-
adamant.
no,
You
he
did,
said
you did.
it.
No, you
Right?
did. You did. I said that they never got kidnapped. You said yes, they did. I've seen the video. But you don't even trust the people that showed you the video. So you're confused,
But
bro.
let me finish.
The only reason I'm going to research because he is from Nigeria, so it's like me saying I'm from Punjab,
So he
and I know
definitely
more
true,
about
'cause he's
So I'm
from
not saying
I
it's
never
true.
said that. I
I'm
never
not saying
said
it's true.
that.
I will
I never.
at least
All right,
keep
all right,
it
Can I ask
Why
you a
do you keep
question?
trying to
Another
put words in my
reality.
mouth?
Another
Let's
reality.
go.
Involved. Oh no, wait. Another reality question. Are the police force institutionally racist?
No.
Beef, my G, bro.
No, there's-
Sorry.